Welcome to Veganize It Wednesday. This is a series where I'm going to take classic recipes that Pat and I either grew up with or that we like, and I'm going to try to turn them vegan. Now, we are not 100% vegan, so if there's something that I use that is not vegan, please just let me know kindly in the comments below. The first recipe I am going to do is cheddar broccoli rice. This was a favorite of mine growing up, so come along with me while I try to turn it into a vegan recipe. For this recipe, you are going to need 2 stalks of celery. I've got about 5 mushrooms here, a head of broccoli, some better than bouillon seasoned vegetable base, a cup of rice. This is a white rice and brown rice blend, some olive oil, some tofu, about 5 potatoes, 2 carrots, 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and about a half a cup of Italian breadcrumbs. And I have about a half of a can of coconut milk. You are also going to need 3 tablespoons of flour, and then the seasonings of your choice. I am going to use red pepper flakes to kind of counteract the sweetness in the coconut milk, a little bit of cayenne, some garlic salt, and the rest of the little bit of paprika that I have left. First thing we are going to do is chop our carrots and potatoes. I did add an extra carrot, so a total of 3 carrots because I thought it looked like it needed it. So we're going to put these in some water and get them boiling. While the potatoes and carrots are cooking, I just diced up the celery. Pat does not like big chunks of celery, so I diced that really small, and then the mushrooms and the broccoli, and I just took the stem from the broccoli and dropped it into the boiling water for some extra flavor. Once the vegetables are nice and cooked or fork tender, you are going to take them out, making sure to reserve a cup of the water to cook the rice in. So we're going to just take the broccoli stems out and give those to my bird to eat, and then we're just going to put the carrots and potatoes aside to cool. Now in this same pot, we are going to take our cup of reserved broth from the boiled potatoes, carrots, and broccoli. We're going to bring that to a boil, and then we're going to add our rice mixture. Okay, it's coming to a boil. I've added the teaspoon of better than bouillon vegetable base seasoning, and now I'm going to add the rice in. And again, this is 1 cup of rice to 1 cup of water. We're going to let that boil for just a few minutes just to kind of shock the rice, keeping it nice and hot. And then after 3 to 4 minutes, we're going to put the lid on, turn the burner down really, really low, and let it simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes. Now that our potatoes and carrots have cooled a little bit, we are going to add them and the tofu to a blender. And the tofu really lightened up the sauce, so you can add another carrot if you'd like, or you can not add the tofu. I just wanted a little extra protein. And now that it's kind of mixed up to a nice consistency, we're going to add 2/3, so 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. I'm just going to save a little bit for the breadcrumbs on top. Now I've just got a couple tablespoons of oil in the same pan that I've been doing everything. As you can see, I like to use minimal dishes, especially living on a boat. So we got the oil heating up, and we are just going to add the mushrooms and celery. Then add the raw broccoli to the warm rice to just hang out for a little while. Okay, we've got the mushrooms and celery sauteing away. I am just going to add some red pepper flakes. Cayenne. some paprika. I only have a little bit left. And a little bit of garlic salt. And then some salt and pepper. Okay, so now I have my cheese mixture here. I have my broccoli and rice together over here. And I'm just going to take a third of this sauce and mix it in with the rice. Okay, I added 3 tablespoons of flour to the vegetable mixture, and I'm just going to let that cook down a little bit. Maybe add a little more oil. Now that my flour is cooked down a little bit, I am going to add a cup of chicken broth and let that thicken. I'm sorry, not chicken broth, vegetable broth. Okay, that's gotten nice and thick and well combined. I am going to slowly add the coconut milk. To this mixture, I am now going to add the rest of the cheese sauce. I didn't realize that I was supposed to actually add all of the cheese sauce to this mixture and then break it up into thirds, but it's still going to work out okay. Okay, I tasted this and the coconut milk is pretty sweet, so I added another couple tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and I actually think I added a little bit more on accident, but it's alright, it's going to give it that nice cheesy flavor. Okay, we're going to see how this is going to turn out. So I'm going to mix all of this in with the rice mixture, and then I'm going to put it in a greased casserole dish. I'm just going to top with the breadcrumbs and a little more nutritional yeast. Okay, this is it. So now we're just going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes uncovered and see how it turns out. Okay, here it is all done. Out of the oven, I just dished out a small amount into a bowl for the taste test. Okay.
All right.
We've got our rice here, cheesy broccoli rice.
Cheesy broccoli rice.
Yourself
With
a
no
nice-
cheese in there, right?
No cheese. Vegan cheesy broccoli
Vegan
rice.
cheesy broccoli rice.
Little breadcrumbs too, I think. It's a big bite, Jesus. Okay, guess that'll do.
It tastes like cheesy broccoli rice.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Maybe a little more salt. I always undersalt everything.
It's actually pretty good. Is there mushrooms?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm.
Very nice.
Pretty dang cheesy.
Yeah, it's very cheesy.
It's good. I like it. I was worried.
You know, I think it tastes like cheese. I'm kind of shocked.
I think it was a win.
Yeah. Hmm.
2 thumbs up. Good recipe. One more bite. It was good.